What's going on, you guys? So this is the 4th episode in Secrets of Deving, where I'm going to be talking about RapidLaunch. It's a new app for creating tokens, deving tokens. So in the past I have suggested and used Uxento. They were first to the market. They came up with a browser extension that makes these two buttons for you on Axiom, where you can create or vamp a coin. But as time went on, alternatives have been created, and I think that this alternative might be better for all the new guys getting into deving, especially for people that don't have access to Twitter tracker. So I get DMs, I get comments all the time, where can I get Twitter tracker like you? I have friends that own Discord groups, I have access to their CT trackers, it's like a paid thing to have it. And the Uxento adds these 4 buttons for me, so I can, hide all the sidebars, I can have UDev on, so I can instantly create coins from tweets that I like. But what RapidLaunch has done is a little different approach. They have created this website. So to get to the website, first of all, you want to go to this guy's Twitter account in most cases. So sometimes you might Google RapidLaunch and you might get a scam link, a drainer. You really want to be careful of that. So for now, what I would suggest is to go to this guy's Twitter account. PLSMACR is the username. His name's Plasma, he's the developer. And right in his bio, he has a link to RapidLaunch. Once you click on the link, it's going to take you on the website, which currently is invite only. So you can get my referral code from the description of this video, and you type it in. So you type in Yokai Crypto, invite code is valid, and then you can log in with Twitter or Discord. In this case, we're going to log in with Twitter. It wants to access your Twitter account. The only things it can do is look at all the posts that come up on your feed, so it cannot do any actions for you. Basically, these 2 things, it can only look at the tweets from your Twitter account. You authorize the app, and you're logged in. This is like their update. You can now use image library. Not a big thing. I'll explain what that means later. So right here, we can see Twitter tracker already started going. All of these are tweets. For example, Weenie, it's a retweet. He has 4,000 followers on his Twitter account. This is what he said. You have a translation button. If it's maybe someone Chinese, someone Spanish, you can translate the tweet and see what it says. Or if you don't speak English, for example, you can also do that. What it allows you to do is it gives you an option right here to deploy. On every single tweet that comes out, you have a deploy button, which works just like Uxento. You can put in the name, the symbol, website, Twitter URL. You can put in an image. So let's say, you can open your folder. You just pull in the image. Boom. Or you can click upload, choose from here. You can search. You can do ASCII. So, for example, I want to make a coin. Fartcoin said fartcoin, and you want to make a fartcoin coin. So it allows you to type in the word you want, and then with different fonts, it's gonna make it fartcoin style text. So let's say I want this one. Boom. Instantly ready to deploy. Then you can choose which platform you want to deploy on. We have Pump, we have Bonk, Jupiter, Moonit, Bags. For example, if it's Bags, we can choose the split. So if you want to set, as it's popular right now with Bags, to send all the royalties to a popular artist, to a popular influencer, whoever you're making the coin for, you can choose how much royalties you share, who it's going to. So you just type their Twitter account. In my case, we'll say I want to send it to myself. Or if somebody was making a coin for me and they want to send it to your Kai. Then you have a multi-deploy button right here. So this allows you to deploy up to 5 coins at the same time. So for example, you're deving something crazy and you want people to surely see the coin. Sometimes you can dev something and it just flies through new pairs, nobody noticed it, but you are sure that you have something crazy, so you can deploy 5 coins at the same time. And then you have the quick buttons to deploy. Another thing you can do is, for example, if it's pump fun, you have a auto dump button right here. So if you turn this on, as soon as you launch the token, there's going to be a dev cell, so you can buy right after your dev cell. Or if there's been a buy from a sniper or anybody, this thing will try to dump on them. So it's a pretty cool way to make some money quickly. If you're just deving cool names, if you don't have a big port to buy your own deploys, you just want to launch something, people quick buy it, and you want to sell, auto dump is a really good option for you. In this window right here, you'll have your token history, so it will, show all the tokens you have deployed. You'll be able to trade them, buy, sell, and so on, see their market cap. Just keep track of everything you have deployed. It saves your token that you wanted to create, so right there, we didn't actually create a token, let's call it hello, ticker hello. I was gonna create this token, but then I was like, maybe I'll wait, maybe I'll think about it. I close it, I scroll through the Twitter tracker, and then you see it's saved up here. So if I'm like, okay, it's been 2 minutes, now I actually want to deploy hello, you just click it, everything's already in, all the inputs are saved, you just click launch, and you're ready to go. Then you have, of course, the vamp button, you put in the contract address, let's, get a random coin from Axiom. Say I wanna cancel Roblox. I put it in. It says right here. I can just go edit. Everything's input. I can change the name, cancel Minecraft. You get it. Or what you can also do, you can have this automatically open launch dialog when token is loaded. So as soon as I put in the contract, it just opens up the window. I don't have to look at it, I don't have to click edit, it just opens up the window and I can insta launch it or change the name and launch it. Then you have options right here, settings and more. You can edit the layout. So for example, maybe the Twitter tracker is too large for me. I want to make it smaller, but I want to make launches bigger. You can do that. So you can play around with sizes, or maybe you want the Twitter tracker to be even bigger, you can do that. Very important. So within the settings, very important is my feed. This is all the Twitter accounts that are currently tracked. There's 2004 tracked accounts, which is honestly a bit too much. That's why I like to use Twitter tracker from Discord groups, is because all the trenchers, all the people that trench there on the daily, they add and remove Twitters constantly. So if somebody is irrelevant, they're removed. If somebody new is relevant, they're instantly added. So you can always have the best list of accounts you should follow, instead of just 2000 mostly random accounts. So you can remove all, and you can add all the popular accounts one by one. Or maybe you want all the 2004 accounts because you want to see all the tweets, you can do that. You can remove them right here one by one. Another cool thing you can do is, let's say Elon Musk is really important whenever he tweets anything, tokens are created, I really don't want to miss it. What you can do is set a highlight color. So for example, I'll make it green. So whenever Elon Musk tweets, the whole box right here is gonna be green color. So it's really gonna catch my attention. And not just that, you can also enable sound notification. So when a tweet comes from Elon Musk, it's gonna make a sound. Enable profile updates. So it's gonna tell you if Elon Musk changed his PFP, or maybe he changed his bio. You'll also get notifications of that. Then you can just change the volume, change the sound, the wallet. So you can create a wallet, import wallet, super simple. You got some filters here. I have not played around with those. Automations, so you have farm snipers. You can, dump all the tokens you created, and you can select a time. So for example, it's gonna wait 10 milliseconds, and then it's gonna dump them in order to make sure that people have time to quick buy before you sell. Because if this is like at 1 millisecond, it will launch and insta sell, and then people are just gonna buy and you didn't make any money. So you can make it wait 10, 15 seconds and so on. And once again, you can choose a multi-deploy here, up to 5 tokens at once. You got transactions, you can choose your server, you can choose the amount you want to tip for it to go through faster. Then you can pause and hover. So if Twitter tracker is running too fast, or you keep missing it because new tweets appear and push down the list, you can make it so it pauses whenever you hover over it. Pretty much, you can play around with this. You can look at this. And yeah, I think it's extremely useful for all the new people that don't have access or can't find a Twitter tracker for themselves. Also, another cool thing about this, of course, is that you can also launch on Jupiter. This is something that Uxento is currently missing. On Uxento, you can do pump, bonk, moonit, and bags. No Jupiter. Here we have Jupiter. But Jupiter, actually, as we all remember, JupG Studio, what is really interesting about Jupiter coins is that you can make custom setup. So you can make initial market cap, from down, like start at $1,000. You can make it start at $10,000, 100,000, and go up to 100K, 1 million, 10 million. And this is like the interesting part about it. Why people like buying Jup coins is because there's so many custom and unorthodox setups that you can make. If you're gonna launch with RapidLaunch, it's just gonna use the meme preset, so it just launches at 16K, migrates at 70K, and very often that's not so interesting because in that case, Pump Fun, Bonk, Bags, all those platforms are more relevant and better for the token. Just to remind you guys, now the difference between Uxento. What Uxento does is it's an extension in your browser that also has a couple more features. For example, groups that mention the token. So as you can see, some of my coins here in migrated are highlighted in gold, some in silver. This one's gold, this one's silver, because they have been mentioned in private FNFs. If there was more than 8 mentions, it's gold color. If there's been more than 4 mentions, it's silver color. And it helps me understand what people are interested in and what people are currently talking about. This can also happen while it's at final stretch, but it does not have Twitter tracker. That's a kind of a big issue for Uxento. But if you're in some private groups where there's Twitter tracker, you have the UDEV right here. You have all the options to hide all the unnecessary Discord screens, so it's super clean, and you can use it just as well. And you always have a curated list of accounts that are always relevant. So I would suggest doing this setup better. Everything else is pretty much the same. You can also make the Fartcoin art that I was talking about. Right here you can choose all the different fonts, instantly generated. You can launch on Bonk, Pump It, Moon It, Bags. If you launch on Bags, you can customize your fees up here. You put in the Twitter account you want to share fees with, and you got your split. Other than that, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Another important thing is I'm still contemplating if I should create a Discord. I really want to help all you guys out. I think it's going to be super useful for many people. It's also going to make some money for me. I'm thinking a small payment to get in, but you get a curated list of Twitter accounts constantly. You get all the latest popular ways of making money with devs, all the popular strategies that are relevant right now. And you get to chat with other people that dev. So it could be super useful. But I'm making a lot of money deving and trading right now, so I'm not if I make a product, I want it to be absolute top notch. And if I'm not sure that I can dedicate enough time to it, I'm not sure that I want to do it. So if you guys really want it, leave a comment, tell me you want it, put a like on this video, maybe even DM me, say that you want it. And, maybe I'll take some time out of deving and trading to run my own Discord for developers and, help us all make money doing that. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, and I'll see you guys another day.